Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today our topic is introduction of users in Linux. Like how many users are there? There are mainly generally there are four types of user. We'll see it one by one. Introduction. The concept of user in fundamental to design and operation, the system is built on multi-user architecture. It allows multiple individuals or processes to access the system simultaneously, each with defined privileges and roles. Everyone has the role, every commands and every user has its specific role. Understanding the types of users in Linux is crucial for managing system security, organizing resources, and maintaining operational efficiency. Linux classifies users into distinct categories based on their purpose and level of access to system resources. These categories ensure a secure environment while allowing the flexibility needed for diverse use case. Now there are generally there are four types of users: root user, regular user, system user, and pseudo user. Like their role and classification and features are adhered in next slides. We'll first take over root user. Like what is exactly the root user is? It takes the full system access, administrative power, unique identification, command execution. It can read, write, execute, and file regardless of ownership of permissions. Has the ability to modify system files, install, uninstall softwares, and configure hardware. It can execute commands that requires elevated privileges such as managing disk, starting, stopping services, or configuring the network. The root user is identified by its UID, means it has its UID, username ID. And the command execution administration access often need to be run as the root user using tool like sudo. It is like a temporary root access for regular users or directly logging in as root. And the next one is regular user. Like regular user can access and modify files their own. Regular user cannot modify system files or perform. Like it is of sudo user example, but regular user can have the permissions. It can have the ownership of every files and directories. It can create by regular user and by own it. Permissions are defined using the Linux file permission system, ensuring proper access control. It has proper access control of regular user. The next one is system user. In Linux, the system user refers to an account that is created for system level operations, typically to run specific services, processes, or tasks. Many system users are configured without a shell or with a limited shell to prevent direct login, like false, everything is there. Typically, system users have user IDs, like UIDs, below a certain threshold, usually 1000 on most Linux distribution. Humans user usually have UIDs starting from 1000. The purpose of system user is these accounts are created to manage services like web servers. Examples are like www data for Apache databases MySQL, Oracle, or system processes like FTP. The next one is pseudo user. It is like generally it is a fourth main user. Pseudo user is nothing but user who have permission to execute commands with elevated root privileges using the sudo commands. It has many commands which we can configure with the permissions, and we can apply it. Principle of least privileges, like sudo provides granular control, allowing users to run specific commands with root privileges. Configure files, it can configure the files. Permissions for sudo are defined, the etc files within it, and with the directory also. Root password not required. Instead of sharing the root password, users authenticate with their own password when running in sudo. Like in sudo user can never have the root password. Instead of it, it can share with the root password only, or the user password user only. Now the next one is like nothing, there is not no next one, but these were the main four general types of users in Linux, where through which we can command, or we can execute all the basic commands in it, through which we can elaborate all the features of Linux. Thank you for watching my video. You can subscribe, like or share. Thank you.